Hey guys, Dragonfire CDN on the camera and welcome back to another episode of Factorio. Now, I've done a little bit of upgrading, as you can see. A bit of explaining I had to do. This is the electric mining drill. This runs off of electricity. And all of this system here is my most efficient setup. Automated iron, and down here, automated copper. All's cool. I'm going to do a couple adjustments here that I kind of needed to do. I have to cut off power a second and put power somewhere it's not going to get in the way, because power's got to go there, and I have to pull that off. Power's got to go there. So we're going to have long-handed inserters coming out of there and there. I'm going to need an underground conveyor belt, so we're going to need my lab. I picked this up. I'm going to build a lab area somewhere. For the time being, though, that's just going to go there. Now, I'm going to make 2 assembling machines. Why? Because the crafting for this requires 2 materials. An iron gear wheel and a copper plate. And the iron gear wheel is a crafting recipe in itself. So here, we're going to have our boxy setup somewhere. Now I need main copper system here, main iron system, crap like that, but who cares? Right now this is just a temporary system. I'll sort this all out later. So there will be a base rework episode at some point. So this needs iron gear wheels, and this needs automation science packs. This will automatically create what I want it to make when I want to make it. And I can make 75 packs there. Iron is one of the most necessary materials in this game, unfortunately. Right, so these are both powered, right? Here's how it's going to work. This dude is going to be making iron gear wheels, and this dude is going to be making automation science packs with iron gear wheels and copper plates. So what I'm going to require, besides an output chest, and a power connection to that said output chest, so an inserter between that, and an inserter coming in for iron, and an inserter coming in for copper. I'm gonna need a lot of these science packs, by the way, so while I'm doing all of this, I'm gonna give this what it needs. You're gonna have 100 iron, and you're gonna have 100 copper, and you're gonna do that while I'm waiting, okay? Good. So, what I'm going to need to sort out is I'm going to need to sort out a system. I need to figure out how to get this copper over there. Now, I'm going to get that sorted out temporarily as a temporary source of advancement here. So, I'm going to move my power cable there. And we're going to have an inserter coming out from that, and then this is going to go all the way over here. That's going to have to then go in there. But, if I remember correctly, a system here is that you can just have these rotated, and it'll go straight into a tunnel. And then the tunnel can go out. However far the tunnel's going to go out, but it doesn't need to go out too far because I'm going to be having that right there. and then running a conveyor line here. Then it's going to go under there, and it's going to go out across to here. And wherever that goes, it's going to go into here. So that's copper. The reason I'm leaving big spaces is because I'm preparing for my logistics upgrade, which comes very shortly. I take those, and I put those in there. I give him another 100 iron, and I give him another 100 copper. My logistics is now researching. What logistics gives me is underground belts and splitters. I want the underground belts, for one, which is why I've left space, because these belts are going to be going underground in order to sort this all out. So I'm going to prepare the system right now. I need an inserter going from there to there. That's going to take out with my copper. And when I get there, it's going to go down there, across here, and into there. Now I need to set up my iron. It comes here. Firstly, I need to set up my iron export. Or output, should I say. Which in this case requires me to have an underground belt going under there, coming out there. And then reconnecting here. Yes, underground belts are a big requirement of this game. My energy is keeping up really well. So that means that this will then separate and go underground to that, and then go under. Right, let's get my iron sorted. So this dude will have a long inserter coming out, taking it to there. So he needs that, and he also needs that. I'll leave that there for a second, because that's going to confuse me, even though nothing's on that line. Then the belt would have to go there, there. To which then I'd end up rotating this belt, so it goes into there, and along down here. This coal line, however, is in the way a bit. So I'll have to sort that out when I get there. And on this side, we've also got that coming down. And then it switches over into that line, which is also kind of screwed that one up a bit, but it doesn't really matter. Now this side's running out of stuff, so I'll fill them back up. So at least now we've got this bit automated, which I've also done in the time as well. Is down here I brought a conveyor belt to just keep this dude supplied, so he's always supplied, because we were running out last episode. Yeah, so my next thing is I'm going to be researching literally everything here that is using the red science packs, and then we'll get on to the better stuff, so the yellow science packs, which we aren't going to use yet. Next up we're going to want steel processing, because that gives us the steel axe, which is a very nice one because it speeds up our mining speed. This used to be an item, used to be able to craft these things like axes as items, but that unfortunately went to nothing, went to dust. So that'll be where the chest is going to be. It's going to have an inserter there, taking from that and plugging into this. This line here will then have to go down here, over into another thing that we're going to bring over here. Logistics here is running out, so I'll plug this back in. Logistics will be done researching soon, and then I'll finish this off. For the time being, just let things go to play. In the meantime though, I had to set up a system. Now that we've got all this connected, this line's no longer powered by anything, so why do I even have this? Still needs an underground though. Soon enough, we'll have our required amount of logistics. That'll go down, dropping down. Oh, that's why I had that line. Because that line there was going to be the line for this. Which is going to need an underground there. Depends how long underground belts are. I can't remember how long they were. So this line here will go in and go over here, and then this will turn into another underground and connect up to that. As soon as my logistics is done. Meanwhile, I'll stock up on some resources. Keep everything running for the time being. Oh, you know what I could do? I could sort out my coal. Because this is my coal supply right now. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to keep all of this. But that'd have to be removed. That would also have to be removed. Which then means that this could continue down its way. My coal supply here has to come down. Is a replacement for the iron supply. There we have it. We now have underground belts, which I'm going to make several of. I love these underground belts, by the way. 50 of those. Yes, that works! That's actually amazing, how that ability works there. I was actually hoping that worked. Right, so now my copper's connected. Now all I need is to connect up my iron, which needs to be done right now. So my iron begins here by removing that and picking up all of the coal down this line. This will have to be transferred onto another video because I'm running out of time just drastically. 13 minutes. I've only got 3 minutes, just about. So yeah. Now my coal supply there has to go into it and all of that stuff. But also at the same time, this dude's got to come down there to there. So then I can have 2 inserters going into that, which will then go into a chest, and I'll have another inserter coming off of that, going into my iron supply. So that's automated all of that. I've done my next research. My next research is complete, so now I need to research a steel axe to boost my mining speed. I'll also set it to research heavy armor, yes, because that's a good thing to have. I don't really need it. I'll craft light armor for myself. So yes, some stuff's working there. I'll connect that up to a bit of energy. He is taking out, isn't he? Yes, he is. So now we connect up some of these bits. Remove this, cut off our coal to the rest of the system, plug that in, connect those up. So now it's exporting iron literally everywhere, so this is now automated. And by the way, this is all temporary. I will be remaking the base. Anyways, that's my timer. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Factorio. I'll leave it to yous. Alright, bye bye!